Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating it's Friday, February 10th, 2017. In both the Lynn life and the Jamie body mind, the authorized souls remain only child souls from the deeper, denser dimensions and Nature Realm's guardians, and instead we have blowing through in rapid fire a series of souls from the Ra stream and Ulysses stream and Luce stream, probably other streams as well, who are not doing what the situation actually is calling for.
That's true.
And who are extreme hazards on the course.
That's true.
As always, our foundational intention is to apply the limited resources that are ours to apply in such a way as to manifest the divine plan in all dimensions, no matter what anyone else does or doesn't do. And with that, the formally videoed portions of today's efforts begin. All of us who are actually doing what the situation actually calls for more than 50% of the time to the search for truth's central axis, all others flung away. Let's merge in with the aspects of self who are not doing what the situation is calling for. Find the next level of self who is not doing what the situation is calling for right now. Merging in. I don't like being shown. I don't like the spotlight showing on me.
No, I feel very upset about
You're
that.
not supposed to show that I'm here. I'm supposed to just be able to go around in the back and you can not notice.
Yeah.
Feels flabby, out of shape, maybe overweight.
Yeah, and poorly dressed and bad hygiene.
Yes, and teeth not flossed or maybe
That's
not
true.
even brushed.
That's true.
It's not an unfamiliar presence, but
No,
it's so devolved.
That's true.
Identification is difficult.
That's true. I feel like a troll.
Let's deepen the merge. What now? In order to manifest the divine plan using these limited resources, particularly of grace and energy. What now? I can feel very much that I absolutely do not want to do whatever the pull is to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
So, friends, someone is speaking to you from above.
Yes.
Someone is speaking. Listen up. Listen up. This is from above. This is not from the body. This is from above. Look way up high. See that waving hand? High. High. That's who's speaking. And this presence is saying, look, what's worked for others in this situation is to go into the past to find an intersection of space and time where the presence, the soul, actually is willing to do what the situation actually calls for, and to go into that intersection of space and time and do whatever it is. And so if your intention is to go to a place where you actually are willing to do what's actually being called for,
Yes.
then you will be drawn into such a space, and it will be a space and time intersection where presumably you would be glad to do what the situation actually calls for. And if you wanted to change the search terms to say go to a space and time intersection where you are glad to do what the situation actually calls for, you could do that. Let's do that right now.
Yes.
Let's deepen the merge and intend to go to an intersection of space-time where I'm glad to do what the situation actually calls for. It feels as though the presence I'm being merged with
Yes.
is being pulled into a fetal place, a fetal state. They're
That's
willing
true.
to be the soul for a fetus.
That's true.
Well, that's okay. That's a need. Okay.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like it has anything to do with this host life.
No, it feels totally unrelated from this host
Yes.
life and far away.
Far away. Okay. That's fine. Let's do that again. Deepen the merge. And now with that deepened merge, intend to be drawn to an intersection of space and time where we're glad to do what the situation actually calls for.
It feels like a fetus again. Small, curled up.
Well, this one over here has gone someplace. It feels very much like it's 2 or 3 or 4,000 years ago, maybe in the Middle East, and a child, not old.
That's true.
6 or 7, maybe a boy.
That's true.
Okay. I see what it is. He has a small responsibility, a very small responsibility.
Yes,
but it's appropriate. It's an appropriate job for a 7-year-old child. And this presence wants to do a job that's appropriate for a 7-year-old child and have it be appropriate. Okay. Awesome. And wants to go into a time where there's still an awful lot of slack in the schedule before the crisis is upon us.
That's true.
So it could be maybe 4,000 years in the past.
Maybe 4,000 years in the past.
Maybe even earlier, because I don't think Gautama has walked the earth. So it's before the time of Gautama. Well, that's only 2,500 years ago. Gautama was 2,500 years ago. So whoever just said that, your math is off.
Oh, very grumpy. Much argument about this.
Oh, okay. So let's merge in. And let's intend to find an intersection of space and time where we're actually joyful to do what the situation actually calls for. It looks like Neanderthal times.
Yes, that's true.
No concept of time.
No concept of time.
All right.
Yes, it feels like my job is very simple, and I understand my job, and I just have to do this thing.
Yes. It looks like 2001: A Space Odyssey, that scene where the apes are around the monolith.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. All right. That's appropriate.
That's true.
All of us who are actually willing to do what this situation actually calls for, to the search for truth central axis, all others flung away. Higher, higher, deeper, deeper, all others flung away. That's pretty telling. Let's draw our focus up into the sky chakras, because when we started lengthening through the sky chakras, there was some big shift.
That's true.
Let's intend to find that constriction point. It might be in the first or second sky chakra.
That's true.
Let's intend to merge here with aspects of self who don't want to do what this situation calls for. Oh, I'm very sure I don't want to do it.
Yes.
I'm sure I am not going to do it. I don't want to do it, and you can't make me. I don't want to do it, and you can't make me. Oh, good. We've got some good people to work with.
That's true.
First, look way up high. You see that waving hand? That's who is speaking to you. There you go. Hi. What has worked for others in your situation is to intend to go back in time to an intersection of space and time where you're joyful to do what the situation actually calls for.
That's true.
Would you like to give it a go?
Yes, very much.
Yes. All right. It's as if you lift up your feet and let the currents carry you. And now with the intention and with the merge, we intend to move to space and time where we're joyful to do what the situation actually calls for. Maybe we went to 2 different places, because I find myself in a culture where they're having some kind of cocktail party, and it's just a revolting kind of setup.
Whoa, I'm not there.
Well, good.
That's
Don't come
cool.
here.
No. Where I am, the body feels really squishy, almost amphibian.
Oh, I see that, yeah.
Yes. And it's a quiet place.
Yes.
And it's more like swimming than walking.
Yes, she turned you into a newt.
That's what this feels like. I feel very
You've been
much
turned
like
into a newt. Okay, good.
But feeling very
Willing. And joyful.
And I like this place, and I like the things I have to do. Yeah.
Okay, now it's coming clear to me. I'm in this cocktail party, but what am I?
Good
Maybe I'm a
question.
cockroach.
Whoa, that's possible.
Because I feel very happy, and I'm now aware of these crumbs that are falling down because these
I see
messy
the big
people,
crumbs.
yes, these messy people are just dropping food and
everywhere.
It's
This is
manna
magnificent.
from heaven.
That's
yes.
right.
I'll just grab this luscious crumb and take it back to my hidey hole. I'll just scuttle out and grab it and scuttle back in. Oh,
It feels very good.
yummy
This is a very
yum.
good day.
Yummy yum. Oh, yummy,
Yes.
yummy, yummy yum.
Yes.
Ah, so cockroaches and newts.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's a better match.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's merge in with the aspects of self who are not doing what the situation calls for. First, look up, see that waving hand? That's who's talking. And what's worked for others, very much like you, is to go to an intersection of space and time. Moving through time into the past is fine. And find a place in space-time where we're joyful to do what the situation actually calls for. Are you willing? I definitely don't want to do what's here to be done.
No,
Forget it.
I don't want to do anything.
None of this. None of this is acceptable to me.
No, and I don't want to do anything. I want to stand still. Yeah.
So I'm going to go to a better place and time, and I am in some tropical place on the beach, and there are little drinks with little umbrellas, but I'm a fly.
That's true.
And my job is to just find sugar water and procreate, maybe.
That's true.
I feel very joyful. I like those things.
Yes.
I like drinking sugar water.
Yes.
And I like procreating.
Yes.
Oh, good. Life is good.
This is good. I feel like maybe algae or mold or seaweed. I'm growing in my spot. I might be on a tree. I might be like mold.
Yes.
Growing in my spot. And I'm munching on bark
Yum.
and spreading.
Tasty bark.
Very tasty.
Peaceful.
Yes.
Peaceful work. Nobody bothers me.
Yes.
Nobody tells me time is up.
Yes.
I have all the time in the world
Yes.
to munch this bark.
This is very
grow.
good. I
This
like
is a
very
great
much.
life.
Yes.
All of us who are actually willing to do what the situation actually calls for, to the search for truth's central axis, all others flung away. I find this constriction now a little bit lower, maybe in the crown.
That's true.
All right, so let's merge in with the presences.